Welcome back to Tool Time and our week-long salute to the military.
A subject near and dear to my heart.
Tell them about it.
Well, I was a Navy Seabee. That, of course, stands for Construction Battalion.
That's right.
We are always the first ones in, laying the groundwork for the other forces. We're the ones building the bridges.
Klaus.
We're building the roads. We're building the landing strips.
Today we're talking about tools the military uses, okay? Now, I need a little help on today's show. An old high school buddy of mine, Billy McDougal, will be here. We used to call him Moon Pie Face. But no longer, as now it's Lieutenant Colonel William McDougal from the United States Marine Corps. Let's bring him out here with a big round of applause. Come on out here, Billy. Moon pie, moon pie, moon pie. It's amazing, you know? I guess they wanted a few good men and one big wuss.
Tim, if I remember correctly, you were such a wimp, even the Cub Scouts wouldn't take you.
Yeah, but the Girl Scouts love me. Well, we used to play war all the time as kids. What's it like playing war and getting paid?
Well, Timmy, I'm not playing war anymore. I'm a tank battalion commander. And today I've brought along a lot of the tools we use to work on the tanks.
Well, let's bring them on out here. Heidi, the tools for the tanks, please.
Here you go, Tim.
Thank you, Heidi. All right, let's start with the tool that we call the dog bone. Hold on to that, Timmy.
Oh.
Now, we use that as a jack to lift the road wheel. Next, we got a tool that we call the Little Joe.
Little Joe looks more like Hoss to me. Definitely no hop sing, I'll tell you that. Well, let's cut to the chase. Is there any way you can swing it so I could drive a tank?
Well, Tim, if you ever came out to California where I'm stationed, I'm sure we could arrange something.
Right.
Excuse me, Colonel, but letting Tim drive a tank, well, that's jeopardizing national security.
Let it go, Al, please.
Al, you've got nothing to worry about. We've got 10,000 Marines on the base to keep their eyes on Tim.
All right.
It's not enough.
Jill.
Yeah, I'm here.
What a great show today. We did our salute to the military, right? I got invited out to California to a military base to drive a tank.
Wow, that's so great. Where do we go?
We? Is that we like in we or we like in we?
You're not planning on going without me.
Well, no. I thought I'd make reservations at that spa in Palm Springs.
Yes.
You'll be at the hotel soaking in mud. I'll be at the base driving through it.
Tim, I'm the Army brat. It'd be fun for me to go to a military base.
Driving a tank is not about fun.
What is it about?
It's about grown men driving heavy equipment, while other grown men hide in bushes, act like bad guys.
I do not want to hang around the hotel while you get to go off and do all the cool stuff.
Oh, cool stuff.
Yes?
In the desert, it's hot. You know how you are? So hot. My hair is so sandy and my skin's so dry, it's like a pair of alligator shoes. Look at this, it's cracking.
Tim, that is not me. That's you. Now, why can't I go to the base?
What's the purpose of it? You know the military doesn't allow women to drive tanks. You'd just be standing around bored.
I would not. I would be standing around trying to convince them that women are perfectly capable of driving tanks.
Oh, there's a good time.
come on. How many times do we find something that we're both interested in?
Never. I don't want to screw up a winning formula.
Come on, we'll have the boys stay with Al. What do you say? What do you say?
4 words that seem to rule my life. Anything you want, Jill.
Just a minute. Okay.
Al, quit fluffing the pillows and let us in.
Hey, all right, come on in.
Hey, what's there?
Okay.
Thank you so much for taking care of us this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really works out for us that you have no life.
I have a life. It just happens that Eileen is away at an orthodontic retreat. Besides, I love hanging out with these guys.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you boys so
You
much.
guys have a good time, okay? And listen to Al, all right?
That's right. We're going to have a wild, carefree weekend. Anything goes, huh?
All right.
Oh, but not there. No.
Okay, Al, here's the number of the hotel. If you can't page us in the room, then page us at the pool.
Okay.
If you can't page us at the pool, page us at the base. I wrote this number down here, too.
All right.
Now, don't forget, there's a 3-hour time difference. If it's 4 o'clock here, it's 1 o'clock
Right,
there.
right,
6
of course.
o'clock here, it's 3 o'clock there.
Honey, if you keep talking, we'll still be here before you even get there.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Have a good time.
Bye, kids. Be good.
Well, okay. Bye. Well, are you ready for a carefree, wild weekend?
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
Well, I thought we would... don't touch that. Your dad already broke it. You know, I thought maybe we'd start off with a rousing game of Parcheesi. Huh? Winner gets a fat-free fig bar.
What a treat for 3 fig lovers like us.
Not to worry, I got a consolation prize. Low-sodium rice cakes.
This is great. Mom and Dad get to go to California, and we get figs and rice.
Okay, I see what it is. You guys are feeling a little left out, huh? Yeah? Well, I know what it feels like to be left out. When I was your age, my folks left me when they went off to the Amish country. I remained bitter for years.
Well, you got over it, right?
Rather not talk about it.
There are 4 fuel tanks in the M1A1 that hold a total of 504 gallons.
Hope you have self-serve. What does this thing weigh?
I'm guessing 65 tons.
No. It's got to be more like 100 tons.
Actually, the curb weight is 67.7 tons. Very impressive, Joe.
She grew up in a military base.
I always love tanks.
Hey, wait a minute. What do one of these things cost? Out the door.
4.3 million. A little more if you want the CD player.
Well, what kind of engine's in it?
1,500 horsepower gas turbine.
Wow, the old M48 had what, 750?
This tank also has battlefield override, 120 millimeter smoothbore, and enhanced ship tie-downs.
You know, make it look better. Chrome wheels and a custom paint job.
Yeah, I mentioned that to the Pentagon. Jill, you really know your tanks.
Oh, I always loved tanks. When I was a child, I used to dream of driving one. Of course, I knew that I would never get to since I'm just a lowly, inept, helpless female.
And it starts.
You know, many people think that policy is outdated.
Good.
Tim, you might want to stay away from the tank commander's post. There are a lot of buttons there that can get you into trouble.
Oh, I love buttons.
Oh, man, what I wouldn't give to get behind a T-bar or one of these hogs.
Well, Jill, even though women aren't allowed to operate these in combat, we could arrange a test drive for you.
No, you're kidding me. You're gonna let me drive a tank? Tim? He is gonna let me drive a tank.
I don't think that's such a good idea. She has some facts, but hands-on experience, that's something else. Okay? I was just showing her how to use a machine gun. You hot?
These
of the tanks she'll be driving. Now remember, Timmy, this isn't the old Chevy Nova you had in high school.
Of course not. That bit the dust with the tree ran into me, remember?
We'll set up a little obstacle course for the two of you.
You got a real one for me and like a little baby one for Jill?
We'll see who's crying for his mommy when this is over.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Now remember, the objective is to maneuver through the course without knocking over any pylons.
So let's pile on. And remember, honey, this isn't like driving around the shopping mall parking lot.
Yeah, it's not like that tool time set either.
If you have any questions, just ask your tank commander. You'll be in constant communication with your radio mic.
I got it.
Got it.
And good luck out there. Fire in the hole.
Here's my dust, sucker.
Mr. Taylor, look out for that sign. What sign? Oh, that sign. Mrs. Taylor, is your husband out of his mind?
Yes, sir. Corporal, sir.
Bill, what are the chances of me driving that tank again?
Oh, about the same as Tool Time winning an Emmy?
You know, that little tank accident could happen to anyone.
Tim, it's never happened in the history of the Marines.
Well, the important thing is that nobody got hurt. And we know our country would win if we're ever invaded by enemy golf carts.
Tim, not only is she a better tank driver than you, she's also funnier.
Yeah, I just can't stop laughing, Bill.
Chip beef on toast. I haven't had this since I was 11 years old.
Ugh, probably still digesting it.
Colonel, I can't thank you enough. You fulfilled a childhood dream for me today.
It was a pleasure watching you in action. Looked like you've been driving a tank all your life.
Oh, it was such a cool feeling. You know, when I started, I was so scared, and then I got comfortable, and it was just so much fun.
Yeah, when you grab that T-bar, you just let her rip.
More sense.
Yeah. You know, how do you get the tea this color?
Hey, Steve, have a seat. I'd like you to meet my old buddy, Tim Taylor.
Steve, good to meet you, sir. Pleasure
And
to meet
his
you.
lovely wife, Jill.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Hey, you must be that woman the whole base is talking about. Boy, that was some tank driving.
Well, thank you very much. But you know, my husband got to drive a tank, too.
Yeah, the whole base is talking about that, too.
Yeah, you sure beat the pants off old Timmy here.
Well, it wasn't a race.
Yeah, you're right. Now, come on, give him a break. He's probably just one of those guys that doesn't know a whole lot about machines. What do you do for a living, sir?
I own a little dress shop.
No, he doesn't. He's got his own tool show.
No, and it's a great show. I mean, he may have had a little trouble with those obstacles, but it wasn't an easy course.
Jill, you don't have to defend me, okay?
Not defending him, just stating a fact.
You didn't have any trouble with the course.
Well, okay, I did a little better than you, so big deal, who cares?
I care, little miss. The whole base is talking about you.
I can't believe you're being such a baby.
Oh, me? I'm the
So,
baby.
whose turn is it to lower the flag this week?
I don't know. Maybe we both ought to do it, huh?
Yeah.
You don't have to go, guys. Come on.
Hey, you.
Sorry, Tim, it's not our war.
Congratulations. You just did something most countries can't do. Got the Marines to retreat.
They didn't leave because of me. They left because you got angry.
Well, excuse me. Not only did you beat me on the obstacle course, you defend me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Well, you're acting like a 5-year-old. You're just upset because I drove the tank well.
No, I'm upset because you driving it well made me look like an idiot.
Well, even if I hadn't been there, you still would have driven like an idiot.
Well, that was a pretty quick game of Scrabble. Now we're ready for Chinese checkers.
Oh, sorry, Al. Mom says we're not allowed to be playing Chinese checkers before bed. Makes us too hyper.
All right, well, if conventional games don't tickle your fancy, I have a board game that you have never seen. I invented this myself. It is the prototype for what could become a national craze.
The Tool Time game? Awesome. How do you play?
Well, you have your choice of figures. You can be Heidi, you can be Al, and you can be Tim in a body cast.
All right, I got Heidi. Al. Oh, man.
Now, the object of the game is to finish your project without having to call an ambulance. All right, now you can learn as you go along. Mark, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Start. 2. Tim makes bad joke about Al's mom. Audience boos. Lose a turn.
Mother loves that card.
All right, it's my turn.
That's right.
Ooh, 4. Al is away at National Bingo Finals. Tim hosts show alone and ratings drop. All right, my turn. All right, here we go. 6, okay. 6, all right. Pick up a card. Tim installs faulty wiring. You're accidentally electrocuted.
You lose.
Hey, Wilson.
Well, hi-ho, neighbor. When did you get back from California?
Just a few minutes ago. Smells like ribs.
Well, actually, I'm barbecuing some bulbs.
Fluorescent or 3-way?
No, Tim, these are lily bulbs. These are a dietary staple of the Native Americans of Montana. So how was your tank driving expedition?
A real kick in the lily bulbs.
What do you mean?
Well, Jill and I both got to drive tanks.
Uh-huh.
And she has to act like a big shot by not driving through a sign or shooting off the machine gun or crushing a couple golf carts.
She is such a show-off.
I didn't even want her going with me.
Well, traditionally, driving tanks is a man's domain.
Yeah, man's domain. Oh.
And to the best of my knowledge, women in the service aren't even allowed to drive tanks.
Yeah, no women drivers. Oh, no.
Which makes it all the more incredible that Jill was able to accomplish what she did.
Yeah, that's all the more.
Well, you did compliment her on her tank driving expertise.
How can you take her side? By her tagging along, she ruined my day.
Well, maybe you ruined her day by not acknowledging her accomplishment.
Well, maybe you ruined my day by pointing that out.
Thanks, Al!
Thank you, Al. Hey.
So how was it? How was the weekend?
Oh, the best. I love staying up and watching monster movies. And he made us popcorn just dripping with butter. Oh. Yeah, you even separated the unpopped kernels for us.
Well, I guess I'm never going to be half the mother Al is.
Hey, boys.
Hey, Dad, how come you didn't marry Al?
Well, to be honest with you, I thought about it. But I just couldn't handle the thought of him giving birth to my children. Little babies with beards and flannel diapers.
So when you were driving the tank, how'd it go?
Ooh, the tank stuff. Wait till I tell you. We should talk about your mom's experience first.
Great. We talked about it at the base. We talked about it on the plane.
They let her drive one, too. And she was awesome.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is great. She drove it like a pro. One of the first one on the base to drive a tank. We should be real proud of her. It was great. As a matter of fact, the first $4 million I'm getting, I'm buying a tank for her. Never worry about finding a parking place in her life.
Cool. All right, so did you get to, like, shoot the little girl?
Wait. You guys put your stuff away. We'll talk about this at dinner, all right? All right, hustle up.
No. That was really nice, thank you.
Well, it would have been a lot nicer if I'd have said it earlier. I got thrown for a loop at the base when I found out I was married to General George Patton. And I was Gomer Pyle. Shazam, Shazam, Shazam.
Well, go all the way, Sergeant Carter.
Across that desert was great.
So, Dad, how did you do at the Marine base? Yeah, Dad, you told us about Mom, but you never told us about how you did.
Well, let's put it this way. The Marine said no one's ever driven a tank like your old man.
You were that good, huh?
I don't want to brag. You know, but I was in my element, guys. Machines, Marines, latrines, and lots of beans. 1,500 horsepower sitting behind me. I'm the master of that thing. My only regret, you guys weren't there to see it.
Well, actually, Dad, you know, we can see it. The Marines made a tape for Mom.
You can't look at that. That's top secret stuff.
Yeah, really?